Hello. If you're seeing this, there could be a message for you, okay? And you could be dealing with some type of heavy energy right now. There could be different levels of sadness that you're dealing with, anxiety in different ways. But we got Justice right here and the Emperor, so you could be, getting to a position where you're able to, hold on to your, strength and know, that there is a balance coming in. You could be feeling that you are prepared, whatever it is that you are navigating through. You could be feeling like you're, knowing what you're meant to implement at any given time, okay? And you could be seeing how, certain shifts and changes are actually something that could be seen as, a gift, I guess, okay? So somebody could be feeling like there is this, even though there's shifts and changes, there is a positive dynamic, okay? And you could have, been, guarded or protective of your space in certain ways, but at this point, you could be feeling like you're, knowing what it is that you're wanting to embrace, okay? I think that Justice flew out. That's that one. We got the Witch right here, okay? So somebody could be moving forward with a sense of purpose and alignment, okay? Let's see what we need to know. What do we need to know? I had a hard time jumping on. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, you could be going through, different situations that are really kind of making you feel all the feels, I guess. And let's see what we need to know. Okay. Okay. So we got the Witch, and it's the only one that's popped out face up, so I'm just going to read it. I know it's talking about we dare not hurt her or something like that, so somebody could be feeling that they are protected in some type of way. Where are you? Here we are. Okay, we dare not harm this girl, he said to them, for she is protected by the power of good, and that is greater than the power of evil. Okay? Dorothy Gale, once a frightened young girl from Kansas, fully realizes her power after her incredible journey in the land of Oz. Bathing in her magical glow, powered by moonlight, she is one with the universe as she strolls through the tall grass prairies of her home. She is a beacon of light for those in need and is in tune with the animals and nature that surrounds her. Oh, that's nice. When Dorothy aligns with her highest good, she awakens her dormant powers, embodying personal empowerment, spiritual growth, and self-reliance. She trusts her instincts, faces challenges courageously, and believes in herself. Her journey teaches us to stay true to our morals, follow our path, and listen to our intuition. Okay, we have magic, transformation, powerful force, magnetism, balance, wisdom, spiritually gifted, protected, nurturing. Okay, we have an inner light and Gaia. So somebody could be feeling like they're really kind of getting to a position where it is that they feel they're meant to be. Okay, recognizing the importance of their position. Okay, and there could have been some type of aspect of protection, feeling like somebody was hidden away in certain ways. Okay, there could be this awareness that there was some type of timing that was meant to be made aware of, and somebody could be feeling like they are, knowing that they've held their ground and battled through different difficulty, but maintain their position, and they could be feeling like they're really kind of leveled up in a lot of different ways, grown and matured, in order to really kind of receive of the harvest of basically what it is that they're desiring when it was that they were maintaining their position. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they are ready to take a leap of faith towards a major shift and change in their life. Okay, and they could be, opening themselves up much more like clear and open and vulnerable. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they are, you know, really wanting to nurture the situation and move forward towards a divinely led relationship dynamic where there's complementary dynamics and a true awareness of compatibility. Okay, it's like somebody could be feeling like they're moving into a situation, even though they're making major changes and shifts in their life. They're looking at it in a carefree way, really kind of knowing what it is that they're wanting to devote their energy and time towards. Okay, and we have the Knight of Wands. Somebody could be feeling truly enthusiastic and joyful and positive about it. You know, ready to embrace their desired home, family, relationship, community, friendship type of structure. Okay, so somebody's really kind of getting to a more joyful outlook with the relationships that they have with others and what they could be bringing into their life as they move forward more openly with what is important to them. Okay, so somebody's, you know, been able to heal from previous woundings and get to a more relaxed and calm state of mind. Okay, they could be integrating a new truth that is helping for them to move past the difficulty of the past and you know, really kind of stay true to themselves regardless of the opposition or the fear that they might be facing. Okay, so somebody's ready to kind of move forward on their desired path. Okay, there's this true sense of intention of where somebody's wanting to be and how they're wanting to kind of realign with where they know they're meant to, you know, what they know they're meant to be partaking within. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So somebody could be feeling like they're moving forward towards, you know, something that is drawing them in, magnetizing them, that they're desiring of, feeling purposeful within, and there is this greater truth that someone is wielding as they really take action to initiate towards this. Okay, we have the Hangman in reverse. So somebody could be no longer, you know, holding themselves back. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to read from there. It might be actually about hesitation, or it might be the opposite. I can't remember right now. Had a day. Okay, so yeah, somebody could be feeling like they are kind of stuck in a certain situation. Okay, they could be feeling like there is this kind of recognition that they're needing to close out cycles of negativity and pain in order to really kind of ease into the situation more intentionally. Okay, and somebody could be feeling like they know what it is that they're not wanting to miss out on. Okay, they could be feeling that they're not wanting to kind of move past the situation without really acquiring what they had been working towards or what they had desired of. Okay, so somebody's really seeing, you know, what they're needing to shift and alter for themselves in order to get to this desired position more intentionally. Okay. Oh, we got the Empress right there. It's like somebody knows what is meant for them, okay, what they're wanting to embrace or create and form. And it's like there isn't this kind of like forceful, you know, action, but more of kind of like a greater level of openness in order to have the situation come, you know, into your energy in a way that you can be embracing it instead of, you know, kind of forcing the issue or pushing the domino, I guess, you know what I mean? But we have a metamorphosis. Okay, so there's been some type of major transformation that somebody could have gone through, and they're really kind of moving forward in a way where they're moving into the unknown, but with a greater intention to really kind of move forward towards a team and partnership dynamic that is bringing a greater sense of expansion and stability. Okay, and we have the Temperance, the Hermit, and the King of Cups. It's like somebody could be feeling like they really addressed what is meaningful for them and been able to get to a more positive and joyful state of mind as they pour into this environment more intentionally and really kind of anticipate what could be coming out of this, you know, with this greater alignment. Okay, so it's like somebody's taking the time to go within, separate themselves from other people's opinions or viewpoints or projections, and you know, somebody's really finding out what brings them a greater sense of joy. And you know, we get this guy's like really jolly looking, you know, it's like what is really lighting somebody up to make them feel, you know, so content and at ease. Okay, and they're, you know, really wanting to pour into the situation more intentionally in order for a greater aspect of growth to occur within the situation. Okay, so you could be feeling like they've really navigated through different levels of difficulty in all different ways, and it's really kind of strengthened them, honed their own abilities and their awarenesses, and you know, sharpened their truths. Okay, and so somebody could be feeling like they're much more let me see, what's the word, oh no it's like a work word, capable, you know, or what's the word, experience, I guess, basically. Yeah, it's like somebody's recognized that they have gone through the different experiences in order to feel secure and content with, you know, what they know that they are able to form and create. Look at that, we got the sun flying out. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they are, you know, truly looking at the situation in a positive way, seeing the joy, feeling enthusiastic, celebratory, and, you know, truly excited. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles. Somebody could be ready to present themselves, okay, with what they know they're wanting to bring into their physical world. Okay, so somebody's really kind of looking much more joyfully at a situation. Okay, and they are ready to move ahead, charge ahead, following their vision. Okay. There could be different aspects of cooperation, you know, while somebody's navigating through different challenges. And they could be feeling that they're at a crossroads, but there's been a major transformation that is, you know, within them that is really kind of leading them to a triumphant and successful outcome. Okay, somebody really, I was going to say somebody really wants to send a message, and I was going to say that before I saw the Devil card. So there's a strong desire, okay, like an obsessive desire possibly, for somebody to kind of move forward with their heartfelt message, or, you know, what they're, you know, the way they're wanting to lead themselves that they know is meaningful. They could be wanting to express some type of message or have it, you know, passed along. And there's a strong desire for this, you know, to be presented. Okay, so there could have been manipulation and deception when it came to a soulmate dynamic, or you know, healthy and, you know, joyful connection. Okay, but somebody's learned what they needed to. They've gained the knowledge that they needed to in order to really kind of see the situation for what it is. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's feeling that they're recognizing the difference between where they had been possibly guided previously, but also seeing the difference with what it is that they feel in comparison. Like, they could have been in situations where they were, you know, kind of trying to play the role, or, you know, do what everyone else was desiring or expecting or something, but it left them feeling, you know, like they were lacking or missing out, or not having the return of the energy that they were putting out there, you know. And at this point, somebody could be feeling like they, you know, are getting to a position where they're much more enticed to have this, you know, reciprocated energy flow. Okay, so instead of putting their all and, you know, all these positive aspects of themselves into a situation and not having it be appreciated or returned in some type of way. It's like somebody's feeling like they are knowing what they're wanting to put their effort into, that they could, that they know they also would be receiving of as they engage in the situation. Okay, so somebody's definitely recognizing the difference between where there had been lack and where there is a true desire. Okay, and we have strength right here with the Four of Pentacles. Somebody could be feeling like they're really wanting to move confidently, solidifying the foundation in this situation. They're wanting to really kind of protect this situation. We have this, you know, tiger and this lamb, you know, so it's like somebody could be feeling like they're really wanting to protect the innocence of the situation, move forward in a more pure way, and, you know, create a greater sense of harmony based on the fact that they are empathizing and understanding the other person's position, okay, and wanting to kind of, you know, protect it, okay. We have Justice and the Lovers. How cute, with the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, there could be this recognition that, you know, a true karmic balance is coming. We have the dragons in the background with those colors are like a twin flame, whatever. I can't even think of words right now. Symbolism for twin flame, but somebody could be feeling that they're, you know, really kind of moving in a way that's balancing things out, and they could look forward more towards the future with a greater sense of stability with who it is that they are standing next to, basically, okay, and what they're receiving, what both parties are receiving from the other. Okay, we have a King of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, and, you know, usually I could say, you know, this person is this and just have it be like labeled as one person, but in this one, I'm really kind of seeing it as two different people, obviously with the difference in between them, but usually I can be like blah blah blah, whatever, you know, but in this instance, I'm really kind of seeing this as like there is somebody who is stable and grounded and mature, and they've formed their life. They're creating, you know, what it is that they want monetarily and physically, and they've, you know, really established and stabilized themselves. Okay, they know what is in, you know, what is of importance to them and what they want to, you know, form and create or provide for. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, where there is, you know, someone who is, you know, they've established themselves in their own way. They have confidence with, you know, their own energy, what it is that they've formed and created, but it's in a solo dynamic, okay? So with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like the mini Empress, but without the Emperor, okay? So somebody could be feeling like they are, like they've stabilized themselves in a way that is creating the potential or the probability or the possibility of this situation kind of merging together, okay? So it's like this person is like, you know, they've established themselves on their own and they're secure, you know, but they are still solitary. And then there's this one where it's like, you know, I got all these things over here, you could come on over or whatever, you know? So it's like somebody could be feeling like they're wanting to bridge the gap, okay, and bring in both, you know, aspects of each individual's life and situation, and kind of, you know, combine it in a way where there is a greater stability in both parts, okay? We have the Hierophant and the Star right here, so it's like somebody could be feeling like they are really kind of coming into alignment with themselves, figuring out who they are truly, and moving forward towards, you know, wish come true. They could be feeling like they have, you know, a greater level of hope and faith that is really kind of permeating out of them, and they could be feeling confident to express themselves or present themselves as they are, instead of feeling the need to shift or alter anything, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they're really kind of, you know, wanting to take action in a way that is, you know, necessary, and will, you know, continue or perpetuate the story. Okay. And it's, you know, kind of like somebody could be feeling like they're knowing what it is that they're wanting to dedicate themselves to. Like they're no longer allowing for undesired offers or scenarios to really kind of take up their attention. So somebody could be feeling like they're really wanting to maintain focus and persist in this direction. Okay, we got the World right here. So it's like somebody's ready to step into a new beginning with the Three of Wands, with a greater level of anticipation and preparedness of, you know, what could be coming into their life with this new abundant opportunity or gift. Okay, we have, oh, look at that, the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like somebody could be feeling like this is not only a gift for them, but it's bringing them towards their long-term goals. There's an inner balance that's being created, and somebody's really kind of moving forward, balancing out their karma. Okay, and, you know, knowing what steps they're wanting to take to move forward into a new chapter or phase. Okay, I was having this awareness yesterday where, let me see, it's like when they talk about the Wheel of Fortune, right? Let me show the card. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is like, you know, going around in circles, and there's the up part and there's the down part, and then you go back up and whatever, you know. And when you kind of, let me see if I can remember, change into, you know, a more, oh yeah, so instead of it being like a karmic dynamic, when you shift the wheel and so that it's flat instead of like, you know, a clock, right, like this, when you shift it so that it's like laying flat like this, then it's like, that's how I was picturing the dharmic wheel, I guess is what you'd call it. Instead of having the bad come back around in some type of way or whatever, you know, like it's just like kind of staying in this positive dynamic regardless of where it is that you are, you know, what is going on. If you're in this level or this position in your life, there's just more good coming in, you know what I mean? So it's like, instead of anticipating how is this going to go wrong or why or this, you know, happened and now I have to worry, like instead of feeling like there's this kind of like, you know, going down to the bottom each time, you know, just kind of shift, you know, like the circle, make it flat and see that there's different cycles and shifts and changes, but you don't have to always go back down to the negative in some type of way. Okay, so that's something that I was thinking about yesterday where I was like, okay, you know, I guess that could be, because like I was like thinking about like, okay, there's karma and there's dharma, but if you're in your dharmic energy, right, you know, like how, you know, how does that really work? And then that's what I kind of envisioned, I guess, you know. So it's like there's this recognition that you're shifting away from the negativity and really kind of altering your life where it's not something that you need to anticipate in a constant way. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they are taking action with some type of travel, some type of communication, or just really kind of getting themselves to where it is they're wanting to be, expressing what it is that they're wanting to express. But there is a sense of focus, determination, and persistence that somebody's wanting to initiate, and they could be ready to kind of share a message that is meaningful to them in regards to, you know, a healed outlook, a more joyful outlook, a soulmate dynamic, or a reunification. Okay, somebody's feeling like they've been able to kind of level up through different levels of manipulation, stabilize themselves, and they are ready to move forward towards a you know, emotionally fulfilling new opportunity. Okay, so there's that. Cool. Where's the deck? Oh my gosh. Oh, I put it back. Okay. So there's that. Let's see. This other one has been getting my attention, and I haven't used it in the past couple days. So let me shuffle out a couple of these. Oh, look at, I opened it up to Wheel of Karma. Okay. Let's say Dharma. We got a telephone call with a coin toss. So somebody could be taking some type of risk and opening themselves up to communication. Okay. All right. We got satisfaction, okay, within a romance. Okay, love. Someone's going to be feeling like they're treating themselves and they got the good stuff with the aphrodisiac right here. Aphrodisiac. And elevated mood and celebration. Okay, and then the Wheel of Fortune right there. So somebody could be feeling like they're really kind of, you know, moving the wheel in a more intentional way. Look at that, roundabout. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, wanting to shift things, move forward in a new direction. Okay, there could be some type of aspect of perfect timing and going with the flow, but somebody's ready to kind of open themselves up to this more intentionally and face certain endings and shifts and changes in their life in order to kind of do this more intentionally. Okay, one more shuffle over here. We got the weight of the world right here. Somebody could be feeling a little stressed, but there also could be a feeling of obligation, I guess, in order to take on this position. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh, they're reminding me of something. Oh man, I'm going to forget it. Yep, I forget it. Let me see. Nope, I can't remember right now. Dang it. So yeah, somebody could have felt like they were navigating through different levels of emotional pain and having this, you know, only on them, I guess. And at this point, they could be wanting to address it. Okay, what do we need to know? What do we need to know with this? It's going to drive me nuts that I can't remember what I was going to say because it was like relevant in its own way. I know it was like something that happened last night or something like that. We got a torch, okay? Somebody is being drawn to the light, but there could be some type of hostile situation or volatile situation or environment, okay? Somebody could be feeling that there's certain consequences to the actions that they're taking, but they're also kind of recognizing that they are liberating themselves. There's some type of revolution, okay? Somebody's wanting to fully engage and forge ahead, okay? They're standing up for their truth, being bold and passionate, moving forward towards justice and freedom, okay? So somebody's really kind of found, you know, the light of a situation and they're wanting to, you know, take action, you know, embracing this, okay? There are certain endings that somebody is possibly uncertain about, but they're also kind of recognizing that they are moving into a situation where they're receiving a true sense of nourishment, okay? They're feeling revitalized, abundant, okay? They feel like they're, you know, receiving certain needed aspects in their life. And we have 8, 7, 6 right here. So that could be something right there. Somebody could have been dealing with misguided awarenesses, okay? They could have been recognizing, you know, that there was purposeful distractions, but at this point, they could have, you know, really kind of gone through a situation where they've transmuted and kind of like, let me see, elevated or ascended to a more purified awareness within themselves, okay? We have multifaceted, multi-dimensional, okay? Somebody has a greater sense of value and faithfulness with what it is that they're wanting to create, okay? Somebody has created a more stable awareness, okay, that is, you know, kind of long-lasting and helping for a greater level of growth. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they are, you know, kind of dealing with, you know, like I said, a volatile situation. They could be, you know, recognizing that there is some type of conflict that they are leading themselves towards in a certain way, but they're also wanting to explore the situation. We have poetry in motion. Somebody's wanting to extend themselves, working towards self-improvement and accomplishment, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they are really capable of handling whatever difficulty that they're facing, okay? And we have a man, okay? So this could be a man feeling this way. Okay, let me see. Oh, and we got love and desire. So somebody could be feeling like they're really kind of able to... Oh, hummingbirds are relevant. Actually, I've been having a couple of them just kind of land right in front of me the past couple of days. Or fly in front of me. Hover, you know. But so somebody could be feeling like they're moving forward in a way where they are being more open with their love, okay, with their joy, their affection, and they're wanting to move forward into a more romantic and passionate, caring and blissful dynamic, okay? So what else do we need to know real quick before I end this, okay? So, let's find out. Let's close this out real quick. Oh. Holy. That was a big chunk. Okay. Let's see. We got somebody is removing unwanted items and stuff. They're purging. Okay. Restoring harmony, cleaning things up. Okay. They're moving forward with a, you know, rapidly towards a greater sense of enjoyment. Somebody's wanting to be present, okay, and have a more positive energy that they're embracing at this time, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they are wanting to take the steps that they need to kind of remove themselves from a lower energy within themselves. And even how we have stepping stones and then rock bottom, not all things have to do with rocks, right? Like somebody could be feeling that they're organizing different dynamics in their life in order to gain the guidance that they need, okay? They could be feeling, it says nowhere to go but up, and we have progress with spiritual growth, baby steps, keep it going, okay? So somebody's recognizing what is needing to shift and change and how it is that they're navigating their way out. There could have been different illusionary dynamics that had made things unclear, and you know, somebody could have had a greater level of confusion. But at this point, they're wanting to really kind of present themselves, being more direct with what it is that they know that they're wanting to receive of. Okay, so yeah, somebody's cleaning things out of their life, purging, okay? They're recognizing that this situation is not necessarily set in stone and things could go either way, but they are also seeing that... you know, what is broken or breaking in certain situations might be needing to be recognized as, you know, kind of like the need to have been broken in the first place, okay? So somebody could be feeling like, you know, what broke was meant to, you know, instead of trying to kind of fix things, there's a recognition of what hadn't been working or what had been falsified previously, okay? We have spilled milk and broken vase, so there could be this, like, you know, awareness of some type of detrimental or destructive element that somebody could have been navigating through. They could have felt like they were really kind of overlooking what was important to them, having a difficulty letting go of different disappointments, really feeling like they weren't being understood or addressed, and at this point they could be feeling like they are overcoming the hardship, leaving the mistakes in the past, recognizing what cannot be changed, and they're, you know, really wanting to clean things up at this time, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they have a true sense of excitement, passion, and, you know, like a desire to, you know, embrace this energy, okay? Somebody could be feeling like there's some type of catalyst or explosive shift or change, but they're kind of, you know, open to it, okay? So we have unexpected, sudden, fast, firecracker, okay? So somebody's feeling like they're moving forward towards something that is, you know, they can be feeling more passionate within, and, you know, enthusiastic about, okay? We have 555 as well right here coming out in a row. So somebody's recognizing the shifts and changes that they're needing to take, okay? They're wanting to even kind of refine their excitement, okay? There's this recognition that somebody's, you know, wanting to allow for this excitement to be expressed, but also get to a greater understanding of what the excitement is really stemming from, or, you know, what that means to them. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're able to define something. Okay, they're refining, defining. Okay, we have developing over time. Someone's fine-tuning something and infusing. Okay, cultivating, and they are concentrating on what it is that they're wanting to bring out of the situation. Look at that. We have achievement, victory, trophy. Okay, so somebody's feeling that they are, you know, leading themselves towards their desired goals, and they feel that they have the tools in order to really kind of assess the task at hand and alleviate it in the way that they need to. Okay, somebody's recognizing that this could be a delicate situation or a one-of-a-kind dynamic. Okay, and they're wanting to be precise and vulnerable, but also bold and courageous. Okay, so somebody's really wanting to kind of take action in a way that is not too forceful, but they're also really wanting to take action with their strength and their own confidence with what it is they're wanting to devote themselves. So somebody's going to be ready, being bold, brave, heart-centered, okay, proud, courageous, leading themselves into the situation, moving forward with their inner strength, high self-esteem and confidence. And we have the situation or event has the potential to develop or unfold within a few months. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like this is they're leading their way towards major shift and changes. Okay, let's see, what else do we need to know real quick? Yeah, somebody's got their aim, their focus, and they could be really feeling like they have the skills and the ability, the know-how, the tools to achieve what it is that they're desiring at this time. Okay, and this is it. Uh-oh, that was a lot of cards. I don't think I'm... Okay, whatever, I guess I will. That's a lot of cards, though. Look at all these cards. Okay, let me just go through here. Okay, so somebody has many opportunities, okay, but they want to maintain their control, okay? They could, you know, they could be wanting to open themselves up to new beginnings, okay? Transition more intentionally, and let me get this out of the way. You know, move forward towards what it is they're wanting to have access, okay? Somebody could be wanting to move forward independently, you know, speaking for themselves and standing up for their truth, communicating in a way where they recognize that they're leading themselves towards a wish granted, okay, with a deeply committed connection with an uncommon or rare bond, okay? Somebody could have been containing their emotions, trying to kind of maintain some type of comfort for themselves, but they have spent a lot of time in reflection. They're recognizing what different situations they're needing to kind of clean up, okay? They could be seeing interconnectedness of all different dynamics, and they're, you know, really wanting to alleviate what could be kind of getting in the way of this working out the way that they're wanting to, okay? So somebody is kind of focused on their legacy and, you know, the desired achievements that they're wanting to attain, okay? And they could be looking at a relationship or, you know, loving dynamic with a much more wise outlook and perception, okay? So somebody's recognizing they're wanting to explore the unknown. We have secrets lifted, okay? Somebody's wanting to create a greater awareness and display their affection, okay? We have happy, abundant, vibrant, good health, okay? Balance, wishes coming true, and then abundance again right here. So, yeah, somebody could be feeling that they're moving into a much more lucky and abundant period or shift or change in their life. They're getting to a more relaxed position, feeling like they've really kind of mastered themselves. And, you know, they're, you know, learning to overcome and conquer, you know, certain difficulty. Somebody's wanting to declare themselves after having had, you know, their head in the sand, in the sand in some type of way, and they're, you know, wanting to take action, leading themselves into the situation. We have a library and a labyrinth. So somebody could be feeling like they have the knowledge that they need to in order to navigate through a certain maze. Okay. Somebody could be wanting to be, you know, noble, caring for others. It could be some type of humanitarian aspect. Somebody's wanting to be generous, you know, after feeling like they have been filled, you know, with greater emotion. They could be wanting to assist others in that way. Okay, we have healing, fertility, growth, balance, strong relationships, soul restoration, okay, peace, humility. So somebody could be feeling that they're moving forward in a much more healed way and leading towards something that they can have a great sense of enthusiasm, excitement, joy, celebration, and passion with heightened emotions, wonder, surprises, and victory. Okay. What was I going to say? I can't talk today, apparently, or read, maybe. So yeah, somebody is wanting to be fearless, take a risk, okay? Oops. And move forward. I don't want to answer this right now. Shoot. Move forward towards what they could be seeing as a wish come true, okay? So somebody's got laser focus right now, endurance and stamina in order to, you know, acquire what it is that they're desiring of. We have destiny, okay, divine guidance. Somebody's moving forward confidently with a sense of purpose, okay? So what else do we need? We got a man. Could have been having some type of victim mentality or an unhealthy coping mechanism, but they are recovering, okay, from this. And, you know, wanting to know what could be returning into their energy as they are creating their own greater alignment. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, vulnerable or helpless in a certain situation. They could be feeling powerless within what their true feelings are. But at the same time, they're wanting to have some type of emotional release and move forward towards a greater sense of fulfillment and abundance, okay? So somebody's wanting to really chase after something that they are kind of recognizing is overwhelming, but it's also truly important to them, okay? So somebody could be really navigating in different ways to figure out what would be the best, you know, kind of steps to take, but they are recognizing that they're shifting and altering away from, you know, kind of feeling like they're in a position of pitying themselves. And what's interesting is two of these cards that just came out both say feeling helpless. So somebody could be feeling like they're really wanting to alter out of that way of thinking or feeling and take, you know, their power back. Okay, we have a radical break from the past. So cute. Deep changes. Okay, a major makeover. Okay, and somebody could be feeling that they're really kind of altering and shifting things in a way that is, you know, opening themselves up to the desired opportunity. Okay, we have celebration, satisfaction. Okay, romance, gathering with friends and family, sweet, rich, smooth. Okay, honor, remember, recognize. So somebody is really kind of all different aspects of what they could be entering into on a broader and more personal scale are being recognized at this time. Okay, so there's this kind of true excitement, okay, that somebody could be feeling, and yeah, celebration on both these cards right here. Okay, so someone's making changes towards major celebration. Okay. All right. No. No. Anyway, we gotta go now. But we got, ooh, somebody is going to, you know, connect in some type of relationship. They're wanting to have a greater level of intimacy within. Okay, we have soulmate, twin flame dynamic. Faith, blooming love, the one, deep soul connections, okay, a pair of things, sexual fulfillment, intimacy, somebody could be getting the rest that they need, and really kind of feeling much more at ease when they put their head on their bed and kind of, you know, embrace the life that they are leading themselves towards. 6-6 could be relevant. But, yeah, somebody could be feeling like they're recognizing what masks had been being worn, okay, what they had been concealing themselves, and how they had been presenting themselves. At this point, there is a sudden change in direction that they're wanting to take, and they could be wanting to take this leap of faith, moving forward more authentically, okay? We have new things on the horizon, okay, and repetition make dreams real. The things might be working against you, but persistence pays off. So somebody could be feeling like they're just needing to continue forth, all right? And look at that, we got dominoes with family. So once somebody really kind of takes action more intentionally, it could be creating this momentum, this chain reaction that is leading somebody towards, you know, a true connection within your relationship or family dynamic, where there are kindred spirits, loyalty, faithfulness, allegiance, okay, fidelity, commitment, trust, affection, support, dependability, okay, sincerity, and there could be this, you know, true kind of like soul tribe dynamic, okay? So all right, we got this one popping up right here with okay, somebody could be wanting to be ready for anything when it comes to a new beginning, and they could be recognizing that there's a situation that are, you know, merging different opposites, and we have a convertible. So it's like somebody is kind of, it says adjacent possibilities, right? So it's like somebody could be recognizing, you know, with this combination, it is really kind of altering, shifting, and converting what had been their normal, but they're wanting to adapt and change with this situation, being more flexible and appreciating or enjoying the liberating awareness, okay? So somebody could be, they could have been going from an isolated or separate position to a point in time where they are recognizing that wishes are coming true. They could have had some type of roadblocks that were being illuminated, but somebody has the fortitude and the staying power to continue, and they recognize their truth in order to clean up certain messes and move forward, you know, towards the long haul, okay? Somebody's ready to be vulnerable and open, and they're building their strength and their power, feeling more determined, disciplined, ready to push forward and, you know, kind of move forward with their own influence, okay, towards the desired connections that they're wanting to make. Okay, and last card. There could be an uncontrollable chain reaction or shift or change that occurs once somebody really kind of initiates, okay? But look at that. We got divine intervention and pioneer. So with this eagle, okay? So somebody could be really kind of rising above difficulty, ascending. There's perfect timing, serendipity, and somebody could be feeling that they are moving forward towards their desired destination, navigating through uncharted territory, but feeling bold with unflappable courage and true grit, okay? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I kept seeing this message about somebody cutting their hand, you know, like the palm of their hand, and it just kept showing up the past couple days, and I was like thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I get it, you know, but I'm like, what does that mean? And it could be, you know, when people cut their hand like on purpose, right? You know, that could be like about a bond or an oath of sorts, you know. So that could be something that somebody's addressing within themselves, recognizing what it is that they feel not necessarily like bound to in a negative way, but they feel that there is some aspect of fulfillment that they're needing to initiate, you know. So anyway, my phone's gonna go bye-bye if I don't charge it. So hopefully this is helpful in some type of way. I'm just kind of trying to scan and see if there's anything else. We got this life is magical right here that's getting my attention, so just hold on to that. And Focus on the positive that you're wanting to bring in, and hope this is helpful. Have a good day.